What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into the Culture Decides. I'm your host, Lee. And this week I have a special episode. It's a bonus where I'm going to do a recap of the Grammys that passed this Sunday and go through pretty much some top moments that happened and also discuss some of the award nominations, the nominees, and the winners, and not give me my take on everything. It was actually like a pretty great show, I will say. But before we get into all the fun stuff, please, the routine. Follow the Culture Decides on Twitter, on Instagram, so you can stay up to date with new episodes and some fresh content, some snippets for y'all every now and then. So, like I said, thank you for tuning in and stay connected. Make sure you like and download this episode. Feel free to send in any of your thoughts about the Grammys too. I honestly want to hear it. But yeah, so like I said, the agenda for today, we're gonna go through some moments that I thought were interesting, some top moments, and also some like, I don't know what's going on moments, and then talk through those award nominees and those winners. All right. One thing I gotta say is like the Grammys, honestly, it was one of the best award shows in a very long time, I must say. I feel like even as I was looking across like the intertweb, the one, what I'm saying, and that a lot of people were also saying the same things like, is it too good to be true? Is this going to be like the last good awards where like, I feel like honestly a lot of black people also got credit for the work that they've been doing, and like, I too hope it's not just a here you go, stop complaining, because we've obviously been vocal the last few shows about the things going on, everyone from The Weeknd, Drake, Jay-Z, so many people, fans at home, just award shows across the board. I feel like the ratings haven't been like all that, or the buzz hasn't been all that, but like the Grammys, they did that. So I will say at the top, I wish there was some more televised R&B and rap categories on TV, but the pre-show, it was kind of focused on the red carpet looks, and overall the Grammy does give away like over 94 awards. So I understand not being able to show all of them, but I whatever. We'll take what we get for now. But just a little fun fact for you all: the Grammys has actually been around since 1959, and this is honestly crazy to know that the first hip hop category wasn't introduced until 1989. Like, that's crazy. A whole 30 years later, that's when we finally got the chance to, not saying we weren't making music in other categories, but categories that, move us, like, hip hop, R&B, like that, or, even beyond that, reggae, like all that. First hip hop category was introduced in 1989. That's crazy. But that's my top of the top notes. I do also feel as though while I was watching the pre-show, I had to keep up with some of the live results by going on like the net or like Grammy's website, and I do wish like they had a little banner at the bottom showing like, oh, this person just won this award, but it's whatever, what I'm saying. That's just me giving my feedback. Like I said I would. So this year's like theme across like I guess the Grammys and just specifically album of the year is like innovation. That's what they were looking for. I'll lead with that and I'll remind you why later. So let's hop into the top moments. And then, like I said, later we'll end it off with some awards that were given out for some categories across hip hop, R&B, reggae, Afrobeats, and so on. So, one of the first like top moments for me is that Vibes Cartel actually got to attend the Grammys this year. I mean, the dude literally got his visa, and like I think this, like, not even like a week later, he was already like in California. He touched down in Miami. He was just traveling, so it was pretty awesome to like see him get the opportunity to attend the Grammys. He was there with Sidem, she always by his side, and that was funny. I also thought the moment where he actually Kai Cenat actually like found him on the carpet, and it was just like he was starstruck, honestly, and I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just like, "Yo, the world boss is here!" Like, yo, like You know what I'm saying? It was like a genuine great moment to see both of them just like, no, you're a legend. And like, I hope that they do a stream together. That would be pretty funny. But, Kai's whole accent came out, what I'm saying? It was hilarious. His reaction to meeting him in person was really hilarious. But, big up Jamaica for real. Definitely got some legends out of there. I can't hate. But yeah, that was a really funny moment to me, and really happy to see that he's the world boss. He making his movement. So do as you should. Do what the name say. Another moment that I found to be a highlight moment was actually Shabuzi. He spoke about meeting Beyonce and like planning before the Beyonce Bowl, I think it was, and then he was talking about how he went out there 3 days earlier to like watch and observe her, and like Blue was calling the shots. Blue was like directing and everything, and like she's working hard to stamp her name from a young age. So it was really cool just hearing his perspective of what everybody knows. Blue Ivy is the boss. Them kids run that house, you know what I'm saying? So, and within that, I guess I really did love that he got the chance to perform the bar song during the Grammys. So that was a very like nice moment to see. I love that song. I thought it was great. I love the movement that it brought to, like, I feel like everybody was just like, yes, like we can make country music too, you know what I'm saying? Like this is a huge year. So like I said, that was definitely like a highlight moment. Blue was running that household, okay? You heard it here. All right. So another moment that a highlight moment, I thought, first of all, as far as like fits, everybody came through, they were dressing, I mean, some people questionable fits, but whatever. But as far as like some three people that I thought dressed really well: doechii, Victoria Monet, and Cardi B. Especially Cardi B, I always look forward to seeing her looks whenever it comes to an event. Like she be going all out, and it's like she always got like a ghetto fabulous in a good way, like look. Like she was wearing like this like beaded dress that was I think it was given like cheetah print, like, and feathers at the bottom. I'm like, this is only like a Cardi B fit, like only she could get away with it, like. But I thought that was fire. And then doechii, she had like this suit with like really huge pants at the bottom. And then later during her performance, she was like in like her underwear and a bra. I'm like, okay, girl. But she killed it. Nevertheless, I did love her performance. She had performed Catfish and Denial is a River. Y'all know that hits. So, it was really great to just see her on the stage do her thing. And of course, we're gonna talk about the awards later, but she did also like she collected her first Grammy, so that was amazing to witness. Now, here's a moment that was kind of like, all right, what the fuck, y'all? What's going on, Grammys? Like, really? So there was these two hosts from the Associated Press, AP, and they were interviewing Babyface, and Chappell Rowan is in the back, and one of the hosts is like, mid interview, cuts off Babyface as he's speaking, a legend. You shouldn't be cutting him off. And it's like, hey, Chappell, like one of the girls, which, she ended up just ruining the moment for both of them, and unfortunately it was just very like distasteful, like, situation to like witness, and across the social feeds everybody's coming at them, which like rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you doing that? Back to highlight moments, like in a good way. Quincy Jones actually had a tribute that was led by Janelle Monáe. She spoke on the red carpet prior to the show, and she was actually very close with him. And she spoke about like having the chance to sit down with him and hearing his many stories, which was awesome. And what's great to know about Quincy Jones is that he lived through like many musical eras of greatness. Like he literally worked with like, first of all, he's a 28 times Grammy producer winner, and he's worked with Ray Charles, Aretha Franklin, MJ, Frank Sinatra, Lionel Richie, like so many amazing people. And for his tribute, they had Cynthia there. She actually opened up with Herbie Hancock on the piano, and then Stevie Wonder, he came out to, sing We Are the World, and then they finished it off with Janelle Monáe. She was doing her MJ tribute, which was hilarious. She was the closing act, and she performed Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, and it was just like a really fun performance on her end. I think, everybody was definitely getting lit by that point. She had took off her blazer at one point, threw it, and Taylor Swift caught it. And like if you look at them standing next to each other, like Janelle Monáe is really short and Taylor Swift is pretty tall. And like Taylor Swift put on the blazer and like wore it over her red dress all night. I thought it was pretty funny. And like she literally is like I said, way taller than Janelle Monáe. So like, imagine like the sleeves, like pretty much like 3/4. That was pretty hilarious. But she was getting down during everybody's performance. But anyways, back on to like another highlight moment. I did like this pop song. Don't judge me, y'all. So I'm gonna mention it. And I do particularly think this artist has been doing their thing in the pop world. Sabrina Carpenter, she did her performance for Espresso, and she brought out the tap shoes and all you know what I'm saying? Like that was pretty good. She did her thing, and like honestly, sometimes I'm glad to see like other people like besides Taylor Swift get the limelight that Taylor usually get, because honestly she's really talented. I do feel as though there's a lot of times where she would win over other people, and I'm just like, there's other talented people out there that are within even her demographic, you know what I'm saying? So I was happy to see that she was able to get out there, and she actually won best pop vocal album for Short and Sweet. It's her first Grammy, so congrats to her. But yeah, speaking of like, I guess newish artists, Sabrina has been around for a minute, from TV days to now, but I wanted to just, give a quick nod to like all the best new artists that actually performed during the Grammys night. I think they all did well, from her to Chappell to, Teddy Swims, Ray. Like that girl was belting out lyrics. Like she can sing, and she was doing the right thing in front of the right people. So y'all better work with her, you know what I'm saying? Like she could sing, okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like so that was really great to just see, like I said, they put together a really great show. I thought, despite my top of the top review, I did think that it was really solid overall. Like that was pretty good. So, well, we had a surprise moment at the Grammys as well. So The Weeknd actually showed up. And what is actually interesting about this is that The Weeknd actually pledged back in 2020 to like permanently ban the Grammys, like boycott it, don't show up to it. Really, because he made a great point with this. He said that the Grammys are very corrupt. A lot of people don't get the credit that they should. He was snubbed in 2020. I mean, Blinding Lights, After Hours, like come on, really? But he really questioned the integrity of the event, and it was like, you know, it just appears that a lot of Black artists often get snubbed across multiple categories. And the Grammys, they actually got a new CEO in 2020, and his whole thing was like, he actually spoke at the Grammys, and was like, we're committed to change and committed to be more, versatile. And then a part of that big change that they made was to include more Black creators and artists, women, and younger voters within the voting committee. So I think that is a part of the reason why we saw what we saw this past Sunday. So that's amazing. And with that, back to The Weeknd, he actually performed as well. He performed 3 songs on Sao Paulo, Cry For Me, and Timeless with Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi made a pop up. It was pretty funny to see him out there, you know what I'm saying? Like he really just was there and then he was gone. But he is actually going to be on tour with The Weeknd. They actually announced it. So that is going to be something to get lit for. I mean, they going to be all over with this. So I know a few of y'all are excited to see The Weeknd, especially with this end of the trilogy, end of The Weeknd. Is it the last tour? We don't know. So y'all better go see him. What if he really serious about like, I don't know what he trying to do, take a break or what? So Drake actually back in 2019, he actually had his own things to say about the Grammy as well. This was the year before, and he was pretty much like, we play in a opinion based sport, not a factual based sport. I mean, the Grammy does have over like 13,000 people voting, I believe. So, it is the opinions of those people, which is a fact. And then he added that pretty much like the point is that you've already won if you have people singing your song everywhere. If people is blasting your songs and singing it word for word, you're a hero in your hometown at that point. He's like, there's people that who have regular jobs that's coming out, and no matter what the weather is, spending money to buy your tickets. Like, you are a winner if people are impacted by your music and you have that record just going crazy or album going crazy. And I agree with that, so I hope he still agrees with that. You know what I'm saying? I am being shady. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Because he got some things to say about Kendrick. I don't know. And we actually gonna move on to the next highlight moment. Is that Kendrick actually showed up for the Grammys. We thought he was gonna be too busy preparing for the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying, which is this weekend. But nah, he popped up, which he should have, and I'm glad he did. And what was at first I wasn't sure he was going to come because actually Mustard actually accepted the first 3 awards on his behalf, and that was a part of the moment that wasn't really televised. Kendrick actually showed up. He accepted a few awards, on his own behalf, and he showed up in a Canadian tuxedo. So what a Canadian tuxedo is, it's pretty much an all denim fit, and he was denim down from like the hat down to the freaking jeans. So I'm like, okay, you sending a message. I didn't even realize the message was being sent while I was watching until I went online, and I was like, oh, clever dude. He's always being thoughtful of the moment. And what was actually funny about one of the moments when he was accepting one of his many awards that night is that as he was going up to the stage, they were playing obviously Not Like Us because that's the record that won, and he was like dapping up people by the stage, and like none of that moment's playing. You just people just like greeting whoever they see, and his ring actually fell off his hand, and after he dapped up this woman, and then he went on stage, and apparently like because he dapped up that woman and like his ring fell off, that timing was perfect for the A minor part of the song to play. So that's when we saw everybody across the entire Grammy floor like screaming out A minor, like Taylor Swift was getting out, Beyonce was getting down, everybody was getting down to Not Like Us in there. And like I know that stung, man. But like you said, like you just said, like I just said that you said, if people singing your song word for word, that means you already won. So you can't be mad. You know what I'm saying? You just lost this battle. You've been winning for a minute, you not winning now. It's okay. We all, take L's sometimes, unfortunately. Even rich people do. So, you know what I'm saying? Get over it. You'll get over yourself and get over this moment. You know what I'm saying? And stop being shady about it. But yeah, that was pretty funny. Last moment that I wanted to talk about is 3 important messages from the Grammys that I heard, that I want to just like say to y'all as well. Like, remember this, especially as like, anybody that's like a Black person listening to this, like, they always playing in our face, right? Kendrick said it himself. He said, stop letting people play in your face. Like, they are trying to make rap not seem as important as it is. And like, it is very much important to us. This is Black History Month. Be proud of who we are. Like, there's a lot of noise going on. People trying to point fingers at us for things in politics. But like, remember, like, we are the most influential people, and like, don't let people play in our face. And like, sometimes our own fucking kind be playing in our faces, and like that part, we gonna have to save that for another episode because I could go on a tangent about that. But yeah, stop letting people play in your face. And number 2, something from Beyonce, she was like, create whatever the fuck you want, you know what I'm saying, and stand 10 toes down on it. If you want to make country, if you want to make rock, which that's what the Act 3 is gonna supposedly be. If you want to make fucking EDM, like, if you want to make, I don't even know, a new genre, like, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't let nobody like discredit you and make you feel like you don't belong in this space because this space is typically filled with these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you're not being like, and specifically to Black people, because we have honestly we're the creators of music in my head. Like, you know what I'm saying? We, have always been like talented. We were making country, we were making rock before it just got whitewashed, if we're being honest. So do whatever the fuck you want, like Beyonce said. And now, last but not least, doechii, she was like, once people stop playing about you, you have no idea how fast your life is gonna change. And like, she actually she actually said, a very special note to just like black girls out there, if you're watching, and you want to do something, like go do it. You can do it. And I feel like they all three said very important messages to the community, just like the culture. We are the fucking culture. Kendrick said it. We are the culture. Like, the culture decides, okay? We decide everything. All right. Whether they want to admit it or not. Like, as far as like, within the culture, like, we are the movement. All right. So don't let nobody play in your face, and create what you want to do. And like doechii said, when they stop playing about you, your life is going to take off. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, those are some top moments across the Grammys. And now we're gonna get into the award nominations, the categories, whatever, and we're gonna talk through the winners. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna specifically talk about R&B, hip hop, Afrobeats, and some other categories down there where we won. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about it. Before we get into these awards, y'all know what to do. And in case you don't know what to do, in case you're new here, that's okay. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Make sure you follow the Culture Decides on socials, specifically Instagram and Twitter, TikTok coming soon. And yeah, stay tuned. On Instagram, I'll post snippets, I'll post episode announcements, anything that happened that's interesting during the week. So stay tuned with me there. And yeah, follow, like this episode, download it, please. You know what I'm saying? Helps me, helps you, helps you. I guess. I mean, I'm giving you the content, right? I'm trying to entertain you. So I'm trying to help you in some form. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a snowstorm this weekend in the Northeast. So hopefully I can entertain y'all this weekend with this recap. Because, some of y'all might not have been able to tune in. So that's all right. But anyways, we're going to get into these award nominations, like I said. So now to kick it off, we're going to talk through some R&B awards that were given throughout the night. Now, the first category that I want to talk about is for Best R&B Performance. Mooney Long actually won. She's now a 2 times Grammy Award winner. And, this was not actually televised, but the reason why she won this award is because of her performance of Nobody Loves Me. That was it. She did on BET Awards last time, and she actually won a Grammy for that performance. So that's amazing. I'm glad she's winning. She's been pretty vocal about like things going on with her in the industry and how they were trying to like make her write songs for like non-black people and like whitewash her lyrics to give it to people. And she was pretty much like, I'm not doing that, and I'm gonna stand 10 toes down. So it's great to see. Oftentimes when we speak up, we get blackballed and all this nonsense. So it's great to see that she was able to speak up and still win her Grammys. You know what I'm saying? She got 2 now. So I thought that was amazing. Congrats to her. And then another category that I want to talk through is Best R&B Song. SZA actually won for Saturn. So off of Lana, that was great to see her win off of that. And SZA has been racking them up too. She won last year. She's winning again. Like, good for her. I'm happy to see her doing her thing. And she's about to be at the Super Bowl. She's about to be on tour. So it's a very successful year for her. Now, there was another category here that we had for R&B, Best Progressive R&B Album. And this is interesting. I haven't seen this before, but I'll just actually tell you the nominees for this category because I wanted to talk through it. And for the nominees, we had Kehlani with Crash, which I feel like While We Wait was better than this, but maybe it wasn't. It didn't drop in time. It did drop later. We had Childish Gambino with Bando Stone in the New World. We had Duran with En Route. And then the two winners that we had for this category, Best Progressive R&B Album, they had joint winners this time. We had No Worries with Anderson .Paak and Knowledge, Y Lod, they won. And then Avery Sunshine, So Glad to Know You. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. I wish honestly they should have just chose one winner out of there, and I probably would have chose No Worries. Uh, Me personally, I thought that was better, but okay, I'll take it. They both win. Now, this one might be controversial depending on which side you are. Me personally, I'm not crazy over this person only because of like, the things they've done, and like people tend to forget that some of the actions they do that are problematic hasn't stopped. But whatever, a lot of people were also excited because this person finally got their moment and they feel as though they're finally getting some recognition in the industry again. But yeah, for best R&B album, the nominees were Usher with Coming Home, Lucky Day with Algorithm, Mooney Long Revenge, La Lala Hathaway, Vada Black, and Chris Brown with 1111, the deluxe. And yeah, you guessed it, Chris Brown won that award. So, like I said, a lot of his fans are excited that he is getting some credit for the work that he's done. And a lot of people feel like it was a really great album. Honestly, when I listened to it and I did a review, I wasn't crazy over it. It's supposed to be 11 songs for the day, 11 songs for the night. But I just feel like compared to like the work I've heard from him before, it wasn't like his best. I do feel like there were some hits over there on there that obviously have been replaying, but maybe it's because I'm not crazy over Chris Brown. I'm a Rihanna fan. I said it. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't like both. All right. We just went through some R&B categories. Now I'm going to go into rap. And the first category I want to talk about is best melodic rap performance. So the nominees for that was Lotto with Big Mama and Future, Metro Boomin with The Weeknd with We Still Don't Trust You. We have Beyonce featuring Linda Martell and Shabuzi with Spaghetti, which questionable for a rap, in my opinion. I guess. No, I don't know. Whatever. Then we had Jordan Atunji with Kaylani. Kaylani, y'all know how I feel about that song. If you listened to last episode, and if you didn't, make sure you go, please. Go listen to that. But yeah, no, that song, in my opinion, I don't necessarily consider it rap. I don't know. I feel like I would have placed it within all R&B or something like that. This is why they probably need more categories too. I don't know. But and last but not least, we had Rhapsody featuring Erica Badu. They had a song dropped called 3 a.m. off of Rhapsody's album Please Don't Cry, and actually won with this song. Now, respect to both legends, but I guess for this one, maybe it's the Gen Z in me. If I had to choose, I would have picked a different song. I think it would be between Big Mama and Kaylani. But then, like I said, I wouldn't really consider that rap, the Kaylani song. So I guess I would wind it down to We Don't Trust You and Big Mama. And like it was great to have The Weeknd on that song, and I think Future and Metro definitely did their thing. People feel as though they got snubbed, and Future dropped fucking two albums in the mixtape, and Metro was doing his thing with him. I just don't know if this was like the strongest song to choose or like to be nominated out of like all of the work that they did last year. So if I'm comparing We Still Don't Trust You to Big Mama, which I like We Still Don't Trust You. Like I did like the projects that Future and Metro dropped, but I would say Big Mama. Now to go into another rap category for the night. This one was really amazing to see, especially for the winner. This was actually presented by Cardi B. So we had Future and Metro Boomin with We Don't Trust You. We had Eminem with The Death of Slim Shady. We had Common and Pete Rock with The Auditorium Volume 1. Also had J. Cole Might Delete Later. The mixtape got up there. And then last but not least, we had Doechii with Alligator Bites Never Heal. Now, I feel like y'all should know who won that, but I'm gonna tell y'all, Doechii won that, and I'm so happy for her. Um, this was a mixtape, and she is the third black woman to have ever won this award. I mean, third woman to ever won this award, and then black woman to have ever won this award. So Lauryn Hill, Cardi B, and now Doechii are the three women that have won Best Rap Album, and that's freaking amazing. And this is actually when she had said like her famous speech. Her mom was up there too. She's literally like the splitting image of her mom. That was amazing to see. And she told, like I said before, she told all the black girls like anything is possible. Anything is possible. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. And right after the Grammys, y'all, she actually dropped a new single right after, like literally right after the Grammys. She dropped Nosebleeds. She has a cover photo with the Grammy on there. And then the song, she's like, well, what would happen if Doechii didn't win? I guess we'll never know. Like, we ain't gonna find out. She was talking her shit on there. I listened to that song a few times actually within this week, so I fuck with it. It's a good song. It's a great song. Album mode next. So come on, let's keep it coming, Doechii. I think she's doing her thing. She's doing it right. All right, so now we got like a few more rap awards that were given out, and I mean, I think y'all know by now who won them. We see that legendary floating around, but I'm gonna still just go through the nominees. So the next category I'm gonna talk about is Best Rap Song, and for that we had Glorilla with Yeah Glow. We have Future, Metro Boomin, and Kendrick with Like That. Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign with Carnival. Crazy that that song. I will say Carnival, out of like that work, that whole body of work, Vultures, was one of my favorite songs, but it's unfortunate that Kanye's been on a crazy, silly rant after, and it's like, damn, you got these people regretting even inviting you and even nominating you for a damn award, you know what I'm saying? But we had Rhapsody and Hit Boy with Asteroids, but Kendrick with Not Like Us won that, and absolutely deserved, you know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely deserved. But Kendrick actually won 5 awards for this song, and actually the next categories that I'm gonna talk to y'all about, he swept. He literally like swept all of them. So he literally won 5 Grammys for a diss song. That's a record that's unheard of. Absolutely legendary. Like, Mustard did accept the first couple on his behalf, but Drake said on Family Members, Kendrick opened his mouth, somebody gonna hand him a Grammy right now, and guess what? He got a Grammy for every WAP. You know what I'm saying? WAP, 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 WAP. Did I say 5? I hope so. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he literally, it's the second song to ever win 5 Grammys. First of all, like that's crazy. And I think his impact over these last few months, it's about to be a year since Like That even came out. It's legendary. It was amazing to see. And a lot of people have been switching sides too. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all switching up. Y'all was going against Kendrick, and now it's like, all right, it's undeniable what this man is doing. So now everybody on team, I guess they on team Kendrick. I mean, there's some Drake fans still going hard and like just like, yeah, how could this be? Blah blah blah. But like your man said, if everybody's singing your song, you won. And he won times 5. So we talked about Best Rap Song, and then Best Rap Performance. He was up against Cardi B, Common, Doechii, Eminem, Future, Metro Boomin, and himself with Like That, and then Glorilla with Yeah Glow. So pretty much like similar songs to the Best Rap Song category, but he won that too. And he actually won Best Music Video as well. With Best Music Video, he was faced up against ASAP Rocky for Taylor Swift, Charlie XCX with 360, Eminem with Houdini, and then Taylor Swift and Post Malone Fortnite. And he won against them. I mean, to beat Taylor Swift in the category is kind of like they making it nearly impossible. So it's, like I said, amazing to see other people win outside of her. She actually didn't collect anything that night. And I'm like, sorry, it's our turn, I guess. It's our turn now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope it wasn't performative. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a it's Black History Month. Let's just do it now because they've been speaking up and we need the ratings. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be fake. Keep that over there if you're gonna be fake. Uh, and then to go through the last two awards that he won for the song, you know what I'm saying? So he had three so far. He got Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, Best Music Video, and now we're also going to talk about Record of the Year. He was against the Beatles with Now and Then, Beyonce with Texas Hold'em, Sabrina Carpenter with Espresso, Charlie XCX with 360, Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather. That song is fire, but Chaperone with Good Luck Babe, and Taylor Swift and Post Malone with Fortnite. And he won that category too. You heard them names. Like, come on. He won against Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish, which has been doing amazing, Sabrina Carpenter, the Beatles. Okay, you know, he went against them, and even Beyonce was happy for him. She was, like I said, they was standing up clapping. They was like, yes. Uh, you know what I'm saying? So last but not least, Song of the Year. This was actually presented by the legendary Diana Ross. It was just like if y'all know about the Grammys when MJ won, Diana Ross presented that award to him too. And like that's the night MJ like swept as well. So Kendrick won and got the award by a legend. That moment itself was just like another like Kodak moment, like a legendary moment for sure. So he won Song of the Year, and this is when he was like, at the end of the day, nothing is more powerful than rap music. I don't care what it is. We are the culture. Respect the art form. We are the culture. Respect the art form. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like he beat Beyonce with Texas Hold'em. He beat Sabrina Carpenter with Please, Please, Please. He beat Billie Eilish with Birds of the Feather. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars with Die with a Smile. Chaperone, Gluck Babe, and the Shabuzi Bar song. And Taylor Swift. Like, come on. So he won Record of the Year and Song of the Year, Best Music Video, Best Rap Performance, and Best Rap Songs. Those are the 5 Grammys, the 5 WAPs, y'all. So you know, just so y'all understand the difference between Record of the Year and Song of the Year. Simply put, Record of the Year is pretty much like the recording of a specific song and it recognizes everyone on it, the artists, the producers, the engineers that contributed to it, while Song of the Year really just deals with how the song was written and it recognizes who wrote the song. So Kendrick wrote, not like us, so that's why he got the award there. So I mean, that was a real big highlight moment for me, like just seeing him collecting those awards, because I was very passionate about this beef and I was standing 10 toes down. Like, give this man his credit. Like, I did like Drake as an artist, but he's been doing corny things over the last few years, and I feel like his quality has diminished. I've been saying it and I stand on it. I feel like he needed to take a break. I don't know what the fuck he needed to do now. Before, he should have taken a break. Now he on his own. You know what I'm saying? I got no advice for him. But it was great to see Kendrick do this and have a legendary moment. Like, I know every time he do, it's like he adding salt to the wound of all y'all Drake fans. You know what I'm saying? All right. So to tap in to some other categories, one that I saw some opinions out there about it, and I did agree with some of what was said. So they actually did best reggae song, and for this category Bob Marley won. Vibes Cartel was nominated, a few other people were nominated here, and he did win. Bob Marley won for the One Love music inspired by the film with the various artists. I do feel as though, which a lot of people were saying as well, that dancehall needs his own category. Respect to the legend Bob Marley, but I feel like there's so many people within reggae slash dance hall that have been holding it down for years, that like the Grammys, they're scratching the surface of the talented people in that category, in that genre. So I would really love to see them expand on it. Add soca in there too. Like, exposure is everything, and that's how we really get people to the next level and show that we truly care and want to like actually push black art. You know what I'm saying? It's not just hip hop, rap, and R&B. You know what I'm saying? We do more. We do a lot more than that. And we obviously have, BET awards and stuff like that, but like on a fucking scale like the Grammys where, other people tune in, other demographics are likely to tune in. We need to show them like, listen, we running the shit over here too, all right? I agree with it. I agree with what y'all was saying about that. It deserves its own category, all right? So, besides that, another category where we showed up is the best jazz vocal album. For this, we had Samara Joy. She actually won this. She won 2 Grammys that night. So I actually wanted to shout this out, this category, because I'm like, it's amazing to see us getting recognition in categories outside of, R&B, rap, even reggae. So next category award that I wanted to talk about was Best African Music Performance. This was also not televised, which like I said, I wish more of those moments were televised, but so Thames actually pulled through and won this award, Love Me JJ, for her music performance. She was against Burna Boy with Higher, Chris Brown, DeVito, and Lil J was Sensational, which y'all know that it's like that track was sensational to everybody across the radio. They was just playing it over and over and over. But I'm glad that I'm glad that someone that's actually, not saying that DeVito and Lil J aren't, but sorry, Chris Brown. These people deserved it over you. So Thames, yeah, she won against all of them with Love Me JJ. And then I did want to talk about some of the country awards specifically because y'all was hating, well, not y'all, but like some people were hating on Beyonce for winning some of these awards. Okay. And I do feel like there were some, I'll talk my shit. I feel like there were some country awards that Beyonce should have won those too, or Shabuzi. They should have snatched all of them. Okay. Y'all always win for country. Why not? They always win for country. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Whoever y'all are, I don't know. But the point is, black people don't typically win in these categories, okay? So for best country solo performance, we did not win that. And Beyonce was up there with 16 Carriages. Chris Stapleton won. And Shabuzi was also, a nominee there with a bar song. I'm upset that the bar song or 16 Carriages didn't win for best country solo performance. So that's why I'm mentioning it here. Chris Stapleton won. I don't care about that song. Whatever. I do feel like I said, Beyonce or Shabuzi should have won that. And then best country song, Beyonce had Texas Hold'em nominated, and Shabuzi had a bar song nominated. They were against Post Malone, Jelly Roll, and Casey. And Casey won with The Architect, which I also feel like they should have won one of those. But that's my feeling. I'm telling y'all that because I'm here rooting for everybody black at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But one that Beyonce did win, Best Country Duo Group Performance. She actually won her first ever country award with this award that she was giving. This was a song that she made with Miley, Second Most Wanted. This was not televised, but it was amazing to know that, this was the first of many that night. And then, last but not least, within the country category, Beyonce, sweetie, pulled away with the best country album. She was against Lainey Wilson with Whirlwind. She was against Chris Stapleton and Higher, and Casey McGrath's Post Malone with F1 Trillion. But what matters is Beyonce won for Cowboy Carter. And I'm so happy she won, honestly, because like I said, they try to put us in a box. They try to leave us in a box, put us in the box, try to make it seem like we can't do this shit. And we can. I feel like she was super surprised if anyone seen her reaction. She had actually just got there, just got seated, and they were reading that award. And they were reading through the nominees. And I feel like she was kind of like, I don't have high hopes, but Beyonce won and the crowd went fucking wild. We was going wild at home. Me and my girl watching it. We was like fucking in their tears, like, yes. And I will say, like, Beyonce has deserved so much recognition for other like albums and songs that she's dropped, but this one was a great win. And I know y'all mad. I know some of y'all mad, okay? But this was also a great accomplishment because with her winning best country album, everybody that, was on that album also wins. Shabuzi gets to win a Grammy because of this moment, A lot of people that she worked with and credited, they get to win too. So that is important. That's important for the culture. Like, Beyonce has always been, she's been holding it down, honestly, and congrats to her. Now, this one's a big one. I did want to talk about this as well. For album of the year, the nominees were at Andre 3000 with New Blue Sun, Taylor Swift, The Torturer's Poet Department. We had Chaperone with The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard and Soft. Jacob Collier with Jazz Volume 4. I didn't even hear anything off of there. We had Charlie XCS with Brat. I did see the Brat movement. It was very much in your face. We had Sabrina Carpenter with Short and Sweet. And last but not least, we had Beyonce with Cowboy Carter. Now, I've been seeing a lot of criticism about this from everybody, black, white, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just talking about it. And y'all is mad that Beyonce with Cowboy Carter won. You know what I'm saying? This makes, I believe, her 36th Grammy win ever. She's been nominated nearly 100 times, and she actually leads Grammy nominees, leads in that category. So, but I mean, this is actually she's the first black woman to win this Grammy since Lauryn Hill in 1999. Do you know how crazy that is? You know what I mean? Women have dropped albums since 1999, and she's the first woman since 1999, since Lauryn Hill, to win album of the year. So first of all, this is a huge moment for women. This is a huge moment for black women. This is a huge moment for everybody black. Like, unless you a hater like some people that I've seen online, Cowboy Carter winning. She was able to be innovative. She did something different that, rightfully so she can do. She's from Texas. Come on, y'all. And, there was a video of some woman like hiding all Beyonce's like records in the store, like being mad corny, like, yeah, I'm mad she won. Like, Taylor Swift has been winning for like, I'm sorry, mediocre music for the last few years. It's okay. It's okay. Take a deep breath. You'll be okay. I know people were mad that Billie Eilish didn't win. She's young. She's gonna be up if she keeps doing her thing. She'll win another time. It's amazing that she got nominated against these people here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if we had to choose between, if Beyonce wasn't in this category, right? And I had to choose somebody, and it wasn't Andre 3000 because I'm rooting for everybody black, and I had to choose one of y'all people, I would have went with Sabrina Carpenter with Short and Sweet. Sorry. Billie Eilish is amazing. And like I said, she will eventually win. But that was it for me. You know what I'm saying? For that. Congrats to Beyonce. So yeah, like I said, Grammys, it was a pretty great show. I'll give y'all that. I'll give y'all small claps because you start praising people too much. When you start praising them too much is when they start messing up, all right? Then they'd be like, all right, I guess we don't have to do that again. Legendary night for the black community, legendary night for us. I think it was amazing. I think a lot of people said important things on the stage. I was amazed by it. And like I said, I think y'all deserve the recap of it because of how impactful it was for us, in the sense of like we got some credit that we didn't get in a long time, and everyone speaking out, including Drake, helped. You know what I'm saying? The Weeknd, Drake, Jay-Z, people at home, everybody telling them y'all need to do better. And hopefully it's a continuation of them trying to do better and being more inclusive, especially when we got people trying to take us down. I do think if they ain't trying to give us the credit, we got to remember that we are the most influential, and we win regardless. We gonna win regardless, with or without people that want to accept that, we are winners too. Fuck that. But, like I said, this was meant to be just a Grammy recap. I'll be back with some more about the Super Bowl and what I thought about it and that performance. Y'all know I'm going to specifically be talking about the Boogeyman Bowl. That's what I'm calling it. I can't wait to see Kendrick out there with his maybe Tyler might show up. We don't know. We're going to see this weekend. But I'll be back with more album reviews, a recap of the Super Bowl, and more. But thank you for tuning in for this bonus episode. I hope you all enjoyed listening. Follow the Culture Decides on Instagram and Twitter. Like, download this episode. If you're listening to audio, prefer some video, I'm on YouTube. Follow the Culture Decides, like I said, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Stay tuned on your favorite podcast platform. It don't matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all, and I will be back.